Hi guys, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you're watching from. Um, this is a message to Lord of Lemon. You see, this is what happened. As I said before, I was watching a video and he was acting like a nincompoop. The way he was acting, it was unusual. He was acting a bit off, if I'm making sense. And this is a word to the wise. The way you're acting now, I don't know if you're genuinely in love with Mary or it's because she's a wise one house. As continue to say that she embarrass you or she brings shame on you or you're feeling disgraceful. I don't know if that's the case because she's a wise one. My question is this: if she was living by herself, if she moved out and rent into a rented apartment, or she was at her mommy, would you be acting this way? So I figure you're acting, you can't bear the thought of wise one standing by Mary. That's what I think. I know you genuinely know that nothing is going on between them, but you're just you constantly thought of wise one standing by Mary because you thought that she would be alone. You thought that she would be like maybe the first time what happened, she would be left alone, nobody looking at her. But because she got someone to support her now, you can't bear it. Um my question is this: if you were really in love with that girl or you really did love her, shouldn't you have made changes? Stop calling her all sorts of names. Stop accusing her. Support her. Stop supporting. Instead of supporting her, you keep bringing her. You're saying all sorts of bad things about that girl. Now she decided to move on. Now she decided to take a stand. Now I think, or I do believe that she have enough. And now you're acting like a crazy person. Um, what I would like to know, you need to think, you need to consider, you need to sit down and look into what you have done to that girl. You understand? Because these things will be there forever, and it's not the first you insult that girl. You call her all sort of name, and now you want her to go. Now she go. You're acting so I don't know what to say. But the problem is this: if she never goes to wise one, will you be acting this way? That's the question, not the problem. Will you be acting the way you're acting now? Or you're feeling a bit left out because wise one isn't there to back you. He's backing Mary because he see that there's something or things that you have done that isn't right. That's why he's sticking by Mary. And because of that, I don't think you can bear it. You know? Um, what I'm seeing now, you're just acting, you need to act mature and stop acting like a child because your behavior at the minute is childish. So I don't think you need to think of what you want or what. I don't think the reason why you want Mary come back is to insult her. Mary isn't there anymore, because that's not love. Mary isn't there anymore, so you don't have anyone to insult, is it? Maybe you should move your insult into that other person that is there. Mary isn't there now, so you can't insult her anymore. That's why you're acting. Cause that's not all of a sudden now she's your wife. Could you treat somebody you claim you love the way you treat Mary? No. If you really love that girl, you'd stood up. You would stick up for that girl. Because she's a wise one, you're acting like a crazy person. If she wasn't that wise one, would you be acting this way? Now is the time for you to look into yourself and stop acting like a nincompoop. Because your behavior, the things that you're doing right now, it comes like something is wrong with you. It doesn't look like a normal person acting that way. The way you're acting right now, it doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem normal. So I advise it for you to look and stop saying your wife, because if you did really take Mary as your wife, what you did to her, you wouldn't. You keep bringing that girl down. You keep saying all sorts of bad things. All of a sudden now she's your wife. because she decided to move on, to move out. She need peace and she decided to move on. So all of a sudden now you're owning her up, your wife. In what way is she your wife? Didn't you see that she was your wife when you were doing all sorts? Didn't you see that she was your wife when you were supporting your mistress instead of supporting her? Didn't you see that she was your wife when you're accusing her of things that she's innocent of? Didn't you see that was your wife when you're doing all sorts of bad things to her? You know? And unacceptable things to her. Didn't you see that she was your wife? No, because she decided to move. You didn't know that she's gonna move one day. You didn't know that she's gonna have enough. And I think because she's having the bucket team, that's why you're acting this way. Because I feel like if she wasn't that wise one, that would be a different story. You wanna acting all crazy like a mumu. You wanna be acting like this. So all I would have to say to you, all I want to say is that look into yourself, Lemon. Because the way, when I watch the way you insult that girl, you bring her down. That's not love. That's definitely love. If you did really love her, you would sure love. And if you really love her, the time you take go creating havoc or creating mischief, the way you're acting, then you would have proved it. If you really love that lady, prove that you love her and stop acting like a nincompoop. That's all I have to say for now.